What's up? What's going on, everybody out there in podcast land of Philadelphia 76ers? Have done it again. Have beaten Boston Celtics now for the second time this season. What a game. Down to the wire again. 3 games all down to the wire. All down to the very last shot. Sixers come up with a 102 to 100 victory. I'm just looking at some stats here. I mean, it took a Herculean effort. Max was a little off early. He kind of got a little rhythm going third quarter and into the fourth quarter a little bit. But the bull who really came up huge was off the bench. Justin Edwards came through. How much he had? He ended with
22, I think.
Yeah, 20 in 27 minutes. He dropped 22 points. At one point, he was 8 for 8 from the field. He missed his one and only shot toward the end of the game when Oubre came through and got a huge putback rebound. Kelly had 12 points. He actually played. Kelly actually been playing really good this year. This game wasn't one of his best performances, but Kelly Oubre, they was actually interviewing him after the game, and he was talking about how him and his trainer was working on I guess, polishing his game up, just getting out the unnecessary movement out of his game so he could be more efficient and more effective on the basketball court. And he has been that this year. This game, he wasn't bad, 5 for 11, 45%. He missed all his threes. He was 0 for 5 from 3. That's where he really was struggling. But all in all, Kelly Oubre's been playing well this year. I did want to give him that shout out. But today's game is mainly about the boy Justin Edwards. He was on the heater because whatchamacallit tried to shoot us out this game for a minute, and he almost did. Derek White got hot in the third quarter. I think he dropped like 12 or something in the third quarter. He just wouldn't miss. He would not miss. Him and the other bull with alopecia, with no hair at all. He was tried to get a little hot too. And then Derek White just went off, and we had to counter that with Justin Edwards, and we was able to pull out a huge victory. It was a couple suspect calls down the stretch too that we could talk about, but ultimately I'm happy with the victory, man. 6 is now 7-4. We ahead of Boston. I'm loving it. What a game. What a game. What a win.
Listen, Andre Drummond came up big too in this game. 13 rebounds. Played well at the end too. Excellent defense on Derek White. I got to watch the play again. Did he hit him? I don't know.
He probably did, but they owed us that because that Jaylen Brown foul was trash that they reviewed and still gave to Boston. That joint was crazy. Derek White.
You talking about the one on Maxey or the one on Oubre at the end? Oh, the one on
Maxey. That was trash. Right. Who did they call it on Oubre? Because it was both Oubre and Maxey there.
I was on Maxey. I thought it was just about the one where he went to the line and tied the game up.
Oh no! I'm talking about the one when they got the steal
and it was looking like a fast break.
Yeah, because that would have. I think we was open at 4. We was up by 4 at that point. That would have blew the game open to 6, and we'd had all the momentum, and that call kind of killed it for a minute. But we got it back and forth out.
This game is about Justin Edwards, man. He literally shot us back in the game. He was 5 for 6 from 3. I don't know how many shots he made. When did he start cooking? Was it after half? I didn't really count how many shots he made after halftime. But he lit up. He lit up. I didn't like, you know what I didn't like? Some of them plays they was running for the isolation plays for Maxey. Was it the plays or was it, I think we talked about this before, Maxey's creating in the half court?
You mean getting his own shot?
Yes.
I mean, Maxey could get around anybody, but I think in a couple of them plays, they started corralling him a little bit. He actually, toward the end, that one shot Justin Edwards missed, Maxey gave him a great pass to get wide.
He did. He
drew all the coverage. When the game get late like that, Maxey has to play smart, and he did. He didn't force the shot because a couple games that was tight down the stretch, he was kind of forcing the shot. And even tonight, he kind of did that a little bit. He kind of forced his shot. But he drove the defense collapse. He kicked out to a wide open. I don't think Justin Edwards was going to get another shot this whole year that wide open, and he didn't make it. But then Oubre got the putback, which was huge, so that helped us get the win. I can't not give a shout out to the bull Grimes. Grimes is a walking bucket. I like the bull Grimes. I'm so glad we signed Grimes like this year. Grimes is going for that 6th man of the year, bro. He was 50% from the field, right? I think 50% from the field.
Yeah, he was.
What did he shoot from three?
3 for 6, I think.
3 for 6, 50% from three, and 60% from the field. 18 points. He gave you a block, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. Grimes was hooping. I think Grimes is going to be a high candidate for 6 man of the year if he keep balling like this. He balling, bro. It was a couple moves. He got the ball on the string too. His handle pretty tight. Like even
it is. Remember, I said at the end I would have liked him in that game too when Maxey was trying to, because on the floor really was Maxey was the only one who could create his own shot at that time. Justin Edwards don't really do it. Oubre don't do it, and BJ he doesn't really do it either. So, but hey, we pulled it off.
We did,
which was great. McCain, are they still trying to work him back in? He only got a few minutes. He didn't look that great out there. I know he's ramping himself back up. He only got 7 minutes.
I think that's what's good. It's hard to. I kind of feel sorry for him a little bit because everybody else playing so well. It's hard to work him into the rotation. I'm actually glad they actually worked Maxey's minutes down tonight. This is probably the least minutes I think Maxey played all year.
Yeah, he had 34 minutes tonight.
Yeah, so that's where I think he should be at. I was saying that since week 1. You know what I mean? When he was playing 40 minutes every game, I said, yo, they need to get his minutes down to about 33, 34 minutes, and that's where he was at tonight. I like that right there. When you got Quentin Grimes playing that good, VJ playing good, you also got McCain, Zesty, Lil Z coming back. There's no way Maxey should be playing 40 minutes. Now, Lil Z going to need a little bit more clock to get his rhythm back. He do got to get his rhythm. Remember last year, it was the same thing. Remember, he started off a little sluggish. He kind of had to get into the field, the game, and the flow, and then he started getting buckets. So I think he a bucket. He going to work his way back into the game. It's going to take him a little time, and he do got to get some more minutes. Them 6-7 minutes is tough trying to get your game right.
Yeah, I know, Mastercraft. We're going to get him back on here, man. Tim working overtime. Wayne laying back. But, you know, we're gonna get him back up here. We're going to get him back. We got to get him back. We ain't been here either. We got to get back. We got to get back, Mastercraft. But I was thinking of too, finding minutes, you know, PG's coming back. Even Wofford. What I don't want to mess
Wofford been hooping.
He been hooping. What did I call him?
Yeah, it's Watford.
He didn't have a great game today. He had the triple. We didn't come on when he had the triple double the other day, but he been balling. You still got 5 minutes for him. You got 5 minutes for Oubre. You got 5 minutes for Paul George. Now you got 5 minutes for Justin Edwards.
Paul George won't be back long. I'm telling you now, Paul George won't be back long. We have a good problem because I said he won't be back long. He going to come back, play, and be out after 10, 12 games. He's going to be hurt again. I'm telling you, I don't even think Paul George want to play ball no more, to be honest with you. I really don't. I think he's very content getting the paycheck. This is what he wanted. I seriously doubt if he is going to even try to get another contract after this one. I don't think nobody's giving him another big deal. This is his last final big deal.
That's it. That's what he did it for.
He's not getting another one. And at this point, I think he milking it until he walk away from the game. I don't even think he vested in playing for real.
Well, I mean, when he come back, you still got a lot of guys on the team that you can give minutes to. Like I said, Edwards, Wofford, Paul George, Oubre, Bona, Joel Embiid. Then you got the backcourt with Maxey, Grimes, McCain. You got a lot of people that you got to try to get minutes to.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're working somebody out for trade bait, but you can't play everybody. You can't play.
Yeah. I mean, this is what, and shout out to Drummond, like you was talking about earlier. 14 points, 13 rebounds. The boy Drummond know how to get a board. And when he grab it, it don't leave his hands. Suction cup style. That's one thing that you always talked about this, that Beat never really was that good.
Yeah, he just don't. I don't know if he. Sometimes rebounds is a want thing.
I agree with that. I don't know if Beat is hungry enough for it. And Maxey, MOTC talking about Maxey showing he needs B. I love being right. I don't think so. I mean, is his team better with? Yeah, you can pause that. Is his team better with Joel? Does he give him a little something extra? Yeah, I mean, At times, but sometimes it looked like we played better without Joel. Sometimes the ball looked like we move a little faster. Joel defense ain't what it was before. Can he give you that mid-range? When his mid-range is popping, we deadly. But if right now where Beat is at, if his offense ain't there, he's not giving you no defense. Yeah, I mean, he a little sluggish on the pick and rolls, on the rotations. He's slow getting there. I don't know, man. I'm not saying get rid of him, but we don't miss him that much, to be honest with you. Tonight's game is very indicative of that.
Wait, hold on. Let me think about something. Did we beat Boston? I want to say twice without Embiid and lost with Embiid. Embiid did play the first game, but he didn't play the second half, right? Is that what happened when we beat Boston?
Is that what happened?
I believe that's what happened. The second game he played, I think there's most minutes, and we lost. This game, we won. It just happened like that. But even with Joel Embiid on the floor, you wouldn't have seen this production from Justin Edwards. I don't think he would have got them type of minutes tonight. With Joel Embiid.
I can agree with that.
Or them looks he got. Because Joel Embiid hangs around the top of the key a lot too. Or hangs around that 3-point line. Listen, it's time to we're not completely changing the guards, but it's time to we're seeing that momentum shift with Tyrese Maxey. So help build around him to his strengths. Now you do got Joel Embiid, you're gonna use him, but now you want to build the team to Maxey's strengths, not to Joel's. That's all. Building the Maxey strengths.
That's what it's looking like. I agree. That's what it's looking like we're doing so far. That Pistons game was. Why are you saying we needed Joel so much that Pistons game? Cade Cunningham is the reason why we lost that game. He started going off. B defensively ain't what he used to be. Was he going to stop Cade Cunningham from doing what he wanted to do? Cade started cooking. Once Cade got the cooking, it was a wrap. I actually saw a stat Detroit played the other night. Cade Cunningham had like 40-something points, I think. But he
40-something shots.
Yes, he had 30-something misses. He actually had the most misses, I think they said, in the last like 20 years or something crazy like that.
Shot on.
Yeah, he was shooting. He had the clip ready to go.
His eyes was green that night. He ain't see a shot he ain't like.
Yeah, he had to tech out. He had to tech out. But I'm just saying, listen, I know you, MOTC, I know you love B. But there's no way you can sit here and tell me that B is the player we should be trying to continue to build around and rest our hopes in him as being the catalyst to carry us too. B is now a Robin. He's been relegated to Robin, and that's cool. I think B is comfortable being a Robin. This is where he's at right now. And if whatchamacallit, Paul George come back, depending on how he plays, B might drop under Paul George. I don't know. Paul George got game. I just don't trust his health right now. I don't trust his health at all. But B definitely a number 2 spot, bro. He number 2 spot, and that's fine. Maxey's number 1. He that guy right now. Can't hate on Maxey.
Yeah, we got. We gonna try to build around there and make a run. Yeah, that Pistons game. We lost. What was the game? Oh, did we win that game where Wofford had the triple-double? Did we lose that game? I can't remember.
I think we won that game. That was did
we play Washington? Who did we play? I don't remember.
We played the Bulls. We lost the Bulls game. That was close. That game still irritated me. We played Brooklyn. We beat Brooklyn. And who was that? MOTC. Who was it? Who Wofford had that triple-double against? Let me go back. I can pull it up right here.
He went crazy. He lost at that game. He lost. But I got to see when does Paul George expect to come back. Is this – and hold on. Wait, how many games now did Joel Embiid just miss in a row right here now? I know we love talking about Joel Embiid, but I'm telling y'all, he might play 30 games this year. Why I don't understand what we getting hyped about 30 games. He missed 2 games. He missed the Pistons game. Was that the Raptors that was the Toronto Raptors game?
Yep, that was the Raptors game. He had 20, 17, and 10. Yeah, that was the Raptors. We won that game. Yep. Yeah, Toronto. Yeah, that was it. Slow down. What is Maxi's? I mean, Maxi's that guy now. MOTC come to realization that it is what it is. You can't escape the fact that Maxi's that guy. He's the second leading scorer in the NBA, number one in minutes. I think he's like fifth or sixth in assists.
The number one in minutes is too much.
I agree.
Get that down.
I agree.
Listen, but we 7-4. So I mean, Joel Embiid gonna play his 30 games. It is what it is. We not worried about it. We gonna move on for that. Real quick though, we didn't get to come on here after the Eagles game either.
Mm-hmm.
I got some people hit me up about why we ain't coming over the Eagles game. AJ, we ain't gonna be here long. I ain't gonna be here long enough. AJ Brown. AJ Brown. We gotta address AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts situation. I think it's a little problem. It's a little miscommunication. I don't know what's going on, but it got to get fixed. They keep showing that play where Hurts seeing AJ. I don't know. All right, if the pass rush was coming, it was coming, but you got to get that ball to AJ Brown. I understand AJ Brown's unhappy. You can't really scream you're unhappy when your team is winning. So AJ Brown's in a tough situation where you know the offense can play better if you get him the ball. But will he seem like a prima donna if he's crying about getting the ball and the team's winning? He's in a tough spot.
I agree, but I think as this persists, I actually think a lot more people are coming over on AJ Brown's side. I heard Seth Jordan talking about it. For you to be a $30 million wide receiver, not arguably, one of the top five wide receivers in the league, arguably one of the best number one wide receiver in the league, is no way you can only get 3 targets and have 2 catches for 13 yards. And this ain't, if this was like a game here, game there, that's one thing. It's becoming way too consistent at this point. Now, who's to blame? That could go either way, but you could blame someone, offensive coordinator, for not scheming them in certain plays. You could blame Jalen for when the play is there, not making the throw. You could blame AJ Brown on some routes we've seen him. I'm not saying there's a whole bunch, but we remember the route I think it was the Rams game. One of them games early on when he slowed up, he didn't fully run all the way up through the play because I don't think he thought he was going to get the pass and the ball lands over his head. It's been rumors that, some routes you see him jog through some routes and not really give it 100%. So there's plenty of blame to go around, but I think people are starting to side with AJ a little bit. You got to get that man the ball in hand. We know when he touched that rock, things happen. We win games and we put points on the board. AJ got to get more involved in this offense. He got to.
Well, when you start siding with AJ, that means there's something up with Jalen Hurts. Why isn't Jalen Hurts giving AJ the ball? Is he seeing the field right? Is that his first read? I don't know, but he seems to have a little better connection with Devontae Smith right now.
No show in 3 weeks. Ethan. Wow.
It was 3 weeks. It was 3 weeks.
You ain't been going that long, have you?
3 weeks? I don't know. I gotta check the tape.
I am concerned about this Jalen and AJ thing getting uglier and uglier because it seems like it's not getting no better. It seems like it's not even just baseline; it is just getting worse. And I'm concerned how Jalen is handled. I don't know if Jalen has the personality to handle AJ Brown. Jalen, a cool dude. I don't think he allows too much stuff to ruffle his feathers when it comes to stuff like that. But I don't think he's vocal enough to squash this beef that he got going on. They both kind of handle it very passive aggressively. And I don't know if that's the right way to handle this thing. I think somebody needs to come in there and handle this thing straight on. Maybe Jalen has tried that. I don't know. I'm not sure. But he's kind of given me, even through some of the interviews when they ask him about AJ Brown, he kind of given me a little passive aggressive vibes on it.
He giving you Donnie Mack vibes.
Not full Donnie Mac, but a little Donnie Mac. I'm not from the outside looking in. I'm not liking what I'm saying. It could be totally different. It could be totally different inside the locker room, but from the outside looking in, I'm getting a little passive aggressive from Jalen on this, and I'm not sure if I'm liking that.
Yeah, I mean, it could be something simple as I'm just trying to win. I'm getting to the ball, the guy who I see. I'm talking about from Jalen Hurts' perspective. I'm getting into the guy that I see. You can't, if you start forcing me to give you the ball and throw you the ball, then that's where things go wrong for me. So I'm not going to put myself in that situation. But then you go to the play where we getting reports that Jalen Hurts and AJ dialed up that fourth down bomb.
I didn't watch that video. What did it say in that video, Tim said? I didn't see that. I didn't watch it.
It's saying reports are that from multiple people, like they did. Remember that Seattle game where they said they drew up that deep bomb. That the call was to try to draw them off sides, not to run the play.
Oh, really?
The call was to try to draw them off sides,
really,
and then punt the football. But that would have been that. That's what I
Wow.
If you pin them back and let them go for it. Now Nick Sirianni cover him or what? Now, I don't know if Hurts. I mean, if AJ put the pressure on Hurts to make the call, or how that go. But this is the reports coming in.
All right, it's a couple of things about this play. That play, regardless of who called it or how it went, it's a couple of things about that play that kind of irritated me a little bit. For one, this breathes life into AJ's tweet. Y'all using me, but not using me. Like if you don't pass me pretty much all game, and then you use this moment to try to throw it to me. And if the play doesn't succeed, I'm somehow responsible a little bit. Not all the way, but it can easily fall in my lap. And I say that because from my perspective as well, it did look like, or it didn't look like AJ gave it 100% to get the ball. It also looked like he got a little bit pass interference by the corner, but it looked like if he could have attacked the ball a little bit more aggressively and try to go through the wide receiver, he might have got the benefit of the call. But since he didn't, it kind of just bounced off go through the cornerback. But since he didn't, it kind of bounced off the DB's back, and then, no flags was thrown. So that play was just off on so many levels. Like, why would you go for that play at that moment when you already kind of tried before? So teams is looking for, they ready for it now. And that's what happened. It was all over top of it. And then two, why would you go to him at that moment when you haven't been going to him all game? Like, this is the weird thing about the relationship. Like, all right, they draw that up between each other, but then you for the win type joint to seal the deal, but then you could have been sealing the deal all game and you wasn't going to him all game. Like this, like what is this? So now, what kind of games is we playing? So now you decide to go to him at the very end of the game to try to seal the deal when you could have been sealing the deal second, third, from the first to the third quarter and early in the fourth. It was very confusing night all around, the play calling and everything. We kept running for some reason on 3rd and 12, 3rd and 14, 3rd and 15. And then all of a sudden toward the end of the game, now we want to pass on 3rd and 9. I'm like, when we should have been running to try to kill the clock. It was stuff like that would just I was done with the play calling by the end of the game. It was very irritating.
It was real frustrating. Yeah, but that was the talk. So we're gonna hear that all week about the plays in AJ. So I mean, Eagles though, I'll say this about this Eagles team: they find a way to win.
They do.
They find a way to win, and that's what you want the team to do. They win any style. They win defensively. They win passing the ball. They win running the ball. So Eagles team find a way to win, man. Shouts out to Nick Sirianni.
I agree. They do find a way to win. You gotta tip your hat to them. People mad because Eagles. Eagle haters are dying to see us lose a game. So I take it as an ugly win. A win is a win. But some of that stuff you do got to address. I'm going to tell you right now, we're not rolling up 10 points against Detroit and think we're going to win. That ain't happening. We're going to have to put at least 20-something points against Detroit to win that game. And our defense, I think, looked a little better than it should have been against Green Bay. They've been struggling all year offensively. They number one receivers out. They had a number of drops this game. A couple penalties went against them on some big gainage plays. I never liked I don't understand the ruling for like the covering the offensive lineman, John. If he make himself eligible, then you got to kind of step back. Like all them rules, I don't understand the reason for the rules. So to me, it's kind of dumb. But that was a play that killed the big gain that they had. And but I think our defense played well. I'm not trying to hate on our defense, but I think we definitely got fortunate a number of plays. And the bull, Jordan Love missed some throws too. Some guys that was kind of open that he didn't even throw to across the middle of the field. But, a win is a win. I'm not going to hate on that.
Yeah, but all right, I ain't going to stay on her long. You got anything else you want to add?
No, that was it. When the Sixers play again?
Sixers play Friday. They get that rematch of Detroit Mastercraft. So
yeah, we're
going to jump on here. We're going to see what's going to happen with that Detroit.
Yo, for one,
jump back on here Friday.
I would like to say, I don't know if somebody's seen, it was a nice I guess what's the word I'm looking for? It was a nice event or of plays that happened. I'm losing the word I'm thinking about. A sequence. It was a nice sequence of plays that happened. Did you see when the Bull, what's his name? What's the Detroit player? I was just talking about him. They number one. Cade Cunningham. You see when he dunked on the Bull, which one call it? At Drummond like that. Mm-hmm. He came and hammered on Drummond. Then the very next play, I think like 2 plays later, Maxey got a steal and then dunked back on Cade Cunningham. Yeah. I said, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I like to see my stars do. You want punch on my man? I'm going to punch on you back. Maxey went up. Yaga! I said, that's what I'm talking about. Even though we lost the game, that play had me hyped all night. I love plays like that, bro. But we definitely get, Frame McCrib, one thing, Sixers do got to get that third quarter together. We like to reverse Golden State. Remember Golden State's claim to fame was they flipped the third quarter on everybody, and that's how they win games? Well, we lose games by losing the third quarter. So we got to get this third quarter together. It happened again today. We was up 10 at halftime. Before you know it, we was down by like 5. So we got to get that third quarter together. We played very good in fourth quarters, but if we can master this third quarter and not give up crazy leads in the third, we can actually really start closing out games earlier in the fourth quarter. But we'll see.
You get the Pistons. Pistons is the best team in the East right now, too. 9-2.
Really? Nice. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, Cleveland lost a heartbreaker to Miami that night. Did you see that?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, they lost a heartbreaker. Then Donovan Mitchell hit a 3 with 0.4 seconds left to tie the game up. And then they threw an inbound oop to Andre Wiggins for a dunk. I did see that. That was crazy. That was crazy. That joint was
like
crazy.
0.4 left, I think, when he
did. 0.4. Yep, 0.4 left. And Cleveland was salty because they 7-4. But we right tied with them now. Tied with Cleveland 7-4. I'm liking it. So
in Detroit,
9-2,
man. I'm shocked. I'm a little shocked.
I'm a little shocked about that too. They balling.
We'll see if they can keep it up though.
Yeah,
it's a long season. Long season. A lot of things happen.
All right, y'all. We'll try to get more regular, man. We've been slacking on some pods, but we're gonna get back at it.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Deuces.